Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hi. How are you this morning? Are you good? Give me a thumbs up if you're good. Yeah? Are you ready to cook? Well, we're going to do something today that is really exciting. It's one of my favorite things to make. Pretzels. Now, we're going to make some big, soft pretzels that are going to taste delicious, and you can use to put in dips and all kinds of different yummy things. But ours are going to be even better than any that you've ever had. So we're going to get started. This takes a bunch of different steps. So the video today is going to be in different pieces because it takes kind of a long time to make pretzels, because pretzels are a kind of bread and it takes a bit of time to make pretzels, but you're going to have fun and they're going to be delicious when they're all done. All right? Are you ready? Here we go. So the first thing that we're going to do is called blooming the yeast. Now, bread is made with this thing called yeast. It's the thing that kind of makes bread. All right? And we're going to bloom it so we get to kind of do sort of like a little science experiment. We're going to mix some things up. We're going to add the yeast, and then we're going to wait for a few minutes, and we'll see that it'll start to bubble, okay? All right, so this is how the directions say to do it. We're going to add a tablespoon of sugar, a tablespoon of salt, and a cup and a half of warm water. You got to make sure it's warm and not too hot. I can tell that mine is warm by filling it through the glass here. I'm going to put it into my bowl with my salt and my sugar. If it's too hot, it'll kill the yeast. And then the yeast won't be able to do its job. It won't bloom. All right, so I'm just going to mix that up just a little. I want the sugar and the salt to dissolve. You'll be able to see that when you're doing it, when you make your pretzel dough. It will kind of be just disappear. It'll disappear. It'll be gone. All right, so I think that's pretty good. I'm just going to stick my finger in there just a little bit. Oh, did you make sure that you washed your hands before you started? All right. Oh, wait. Okay. I think it might be a little too warm, so I'm just going to stir it for a little bit. I don't want it to be hot. And it feels a little too warm, so I'm just going to stir it just a little bit more. You know, like when you have hot chocolate, it's too hot. Sometimes when my tea is too hot, I have to stir on it. Does anybody ever blow on it for you? I think that's probably pretty good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is this is my yeast. Here, I'll show you. That's what it looks like. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle my yeast on the top here. Ooh. I'm going to sprinkle my yeast on the top here of this sugar and salt water. And then I'm going to let it sit for 5 minutes. And when we come back in 5 minutes, we should see that it has started to bloom. It'll start bubbling. Hi, we're back. And our yeast has bloomed. Oh, wow. I wish you could see this. Let's see, can you see that? Sort of, kind of. It's all puffy in there now. That is what we want it to look like. It's all frothy and perfect. So now my directions say here that I've got to add my flour. So I've got it all measured out here. I've got 4.5 cups of flour. I'm going to add that in there along with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And it's kind of tricky, you know, to add this much flour in all at the same time. So I'm just going to add a little bit at a time and just mix that in. Not too much. We want what's called a shaggy dough. Isn't that funny? Shaggy, like on, what's that show again? What's Shaggy and Scooby? I know Mr. Camp's over here talking to me. I know. I'm asking him, Mr. Camp. It's Scooby-Doo. We all know that. That's one of our favorite snacks to eat at school, isn't it? Scooby snacks. Do your parents know that you eat Scooby snacks at school? Well, we do, don't we? And I'm about halfway through there, so I'm going to go ahead and add my olive oil. I like, the directions say just put oil in there, but I like to add olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, because it tastes good. Makes them taste a little better. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead. My dough is starting to come together, so I'm going to put that in there. And the cool thing about pretzel dough is that we don't have to knead it too much, right? I'm going to show you what we're going to do here, though. I'm going to dump it out here onto my counter. I put a little bit of flour here and spread it out. I'm going to dump this out onto the counter. Remember, you got to have your counter be clean. Now remember what I said that we wanted to make it be a shaggy dough? You'll see by looking at this. See, it's not like a big huge ball of dough just yet, and there's kind of a lot of flour. I just want to mix this in. Now, one of my favorite things about making bread is that you get to knead it. And when we knead the bread, I'm going to show you a really cool way to do it. It's called the heart. So you're going to put, I've got all, see, I still have kind of a lot of leftovers here. I'm going to just try to incorporate that all. See how it's all shaggy? See how it looks like that? That's exactly what we want it to look like. Now we're going to knead it like it's a heart. And we're going to go back and forth like this. Okay? And we're going to do this, not a whole bunch, because the directions don't say for us to do it a whole lot. But we need to get all that kind of mixed together. Now the directions say that we're supposed to take, see, I want kind of a shaggy dough. That's what I want it to look like. Okay, and see I kind of have all these extra pieces. I don't really care about those. We're going to put those off. Oh guys, this smells so good. It smells like bread already. Now I'm going to take my bowl that I mixed everything up in. And there's a little bit of stuff left in here. I'm going to try and scoop that out as much as I can. And I have another tablespoon of olive oil. I'm going to put that in here. And I'm going to rub it on the inside of my bowl. Okay. And then I'm going to take my ball of dough that I kneaded a little bit. I'm going to do it just a couple more times. I'm going to do it in a heart. Like a heart. Back and forth, back and forth. Normally when you're making bread, you do this for like 6 minutes. And it gets your arms really strong. Okay, are you ready? I'm just going to kind of put that into a ball. And then I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to cover that up with some plastic wrap. And I'm going to put it someplace really super warm. Not super warm, not like hot, but warm enough because we want the warmth to help the yeast. Remember that yeast that we put in there? We want the yeast to help that dough rise. We want it to get bigger. And that's what the yeast will do for our dough, for our bread. All right, and then I'm going to just let that sit for about an hour. So I'm going to go, but I'll be back. All right? All right? I'll be back. I'll see you in an hour. Hi, we're back. The dough is here in the bowl. I covered it up with a towel before I left. And now we're going to check it out and see what it looks like. Let's take a look here. Ooh, it got nice and big. You can see it, can't you? Right there at the top of the bowl. Look at that. It got a lot bigger. So let's read the directions, what it says we're supposed to do now. It says we're gonna cut this dough into 8 pieces. 8 pieces, all right, so I've got my dough cutter. You can just use a knife or whatever. I'm gonna cut it first into 2 pieces. And then I'm going to cut those 2 pieces. Okay, so how many do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go like this. Cutting all of these into 2 pieces. Are you counting how many I have? Let's see. Let's count. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. We've got our 8 pieces. And it says I'm supposed to roll them into thick ropes and then make the pretzels. I'm going to just move some of these over here to the side because remember what we were talking about the last couple of days about how we're going to take our food and we're going to elevate it. We're going to take it to the next level. Well, we're not just going to make any old silly old pretzels. We're going to make name pretzels. So name pretzels, what does that mean, Mrs. Camp? Well, it says we're going to roll these into some ropes, okay? So you know how when we're playing with our Play-Doh at school and we roll the Play-Doh into ropes, that's what you're going to do. And I want you to take your pretzels and make them into some letters. You can make the letters of your name, or since there's eight pieces of dough, maybe you can make letters of your family members' names. In my house, we have me, which is Mrs. Camp. Mrs. Camp starts with what? That's an M. So I'm going to see if I can make an M out of my dough. Don't worry about rolling this dough too much. You are not going to hurt it. Okay? So let's see if I can make an M. I'm going to stretch it out a little bit. Ooh, there's my 1. You see, I made an M. That's from Mrs. Camp. All right, and then we have Mr. Camp, but we already did an M, so maybe we should do a C for camp. What do you think? I'm going to go ahead and do a C for camp, Mr. Camp. MC also means Mike Camp, and that's his name, so that'll work too. So there we go. There we go. There's the C. Okay. All right. What about I need to make an E for Ellie. Ooh, this is going to be a tricky one. Okay, well, you guys, I'm going to keep rolling out my pretzels. And when I'm done, we'll get to the next part, okay? I'll be right back. The next part, I'm going to finish rolling out my pretzels. Hi, everybody. Okay, so we're here to the next part. This is definitely a grown-up part, okay? You need a big pot of boiling water, and you need 2/3 cup of baking soda. Now, I want you to sprinkle the baking soda in there. Don't dump it in there, because you'll make a big, giant, huge mess. All right? You want to just go nice and slowly. You'll see that every time you put it in there, it bubbles up. Okay? All right? And you want to make sure that you get that in there. Okay? And then we're going to take our pretzels and we're going to drop them in to this boiling water. Here's a G for Gracie. We're going to put that in there, and you've got to cook those, boil them for 30 seconds on either side. Okay? I'm gonna keep a timer going here. I'm gonna set that for 1 minute. And then when it gets to about 30 seconds, then I'll know to turn it over. See, and you'll see when you put it in the water that the pretzel kind of bubbles up to the top. It's because you put all that baking soda in there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and flip that over. Okay, when it's done with the 1 minute in the boiling water, we're gonna put it on our baking pan, and then we're gonna put them in the oven to bake, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this part, and I'll get back to you with the last part, all right? Okay? Okay, we're back with the pretzels after I've taken them out of the boiling water, all right? So what now, the directions say that we're supposed to take 2 beaten eggs, and this is how you do that, with a whisk or a fork. And I'm just gonna mix that up. Oh, I forgot my pastry brush. Let's see. Usually I have that right over here. Oh, look. There's a little handy dandy pastry brush right there. And we're gonna brush this onto the pretzels. Just so you don't need a little bit. This is kind of what makes them shiny on the top and crunchy. And also, we're gonna put some salt on here. Remember, kids, remember having pretzels at school for snack? What did we always say? They needed more salt. Don't worry about your pretzels looking kind of funny when they come out of the soda bath. Their soda bath. They look a little funny, but you can still tell what they are. And then we're going to sprinkle some coarse salt on there. Coarse just means that the pieces are a little bit bigger than normal. And I'm just going to sprinkle some salt on there. Oh, this is going to be so yummy. I can't wait to taste it. I can't wait to show Ellie and Grace and Mr. Camp that I made the letters in their name. Oh, that one needs a little bit more. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to put them in the oven. What does it say? For 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'll come back and show you that they're all done, okay? Be right back. Okay, we've got our pretzels done. Don't they look awesome? They turned out really great. And you know what? They taste even better. Here's the thing that I learned. If you make sure to cook them for about 10 minutes, they'll come out to this beautiful golden brown. If you want them to be a little bit darker, cook them for a little bit longer, till about 15 minutes. I've also learned something else. They taste delicious with a little bit of mustard. I'm gonna go finish eating my pretzel. I love you guys. See you tomorrow.